This is a variation of the bench press that allows us to work the lockout portion of the bench. This is called a board press. Typically we'll use a 1 board, a 2 board, a 3 board, or a 4 board, and that works different phases of the lockout. This allows you to usually handle more weight than you can totally off the chest. So one, it gets a heavier weight in your hand and kind of conditions your nervous system to hold a heavier weight. Plus it works, sticking points in the bench press. A lot of times you might be able to get the bar off your chest, but you might stick 2, 3, 4 inches off your chest, and then that's where you fail. So using boards on your chest, you can work different heights to help bust through those sticking points and those various plateaus. This also is a fantastic exercise for the triceps because the lockout phase of the bench is typically a little bit more tricep dominant. There's a couple different ways you can fix the boards to your chest. If you bench with a few different people, generally you'll have one person spotting and then one person holding the boards. If you're only benching with one other person, you're going to need them spotting, so you're going to have to find a way to attach the boards to your chest. The taller boards can generally just be stuck up your shirt, and that is usually enough to hold them in place. Another way to do it is to take a mini jump stretch band, and usually, for most people, if you just double up the band like so, you can slide this over your shoulders and around your chest, and then you can tuck the boards right up underneath the mini band. And that's generally what I'll do. So again, we use a 1 board, a 2 board, a 3, and a 4 board. But for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to use the 3 board here. So again, you can take a mini band, double it around your chest, you can slide that board up in there, and it usually holds it in place really well. As far as the technique of the exercise, you perform it just like you would a regular bench press. Unracking the bar is the same. You pull it down in the same path that you would in the bench press, and it's going to stop when you hit the board. You're going to pause on the boards just like you do when the bar's on your chest, and then you're going to drive it up. I don't like to sink the bar into the boards and heave it off. I like to stay tight, strict, touch, and then drive the weight up, just like you would in a regular bench press. And that's the board press. Now, one of the things about the board press is too, if you want a little bit more emphasis on the triceps, you can also work a closer grip. So a lot of times when we're doing our board presses, we'll actually bring our grip in a little bit. Sometimes not even a true close grip, but usually maybe a half a hand distance inside what our normal grip is. And that will give you a little bit more emphasis on the triceps as well to help the lockout of the bench.